What's going on, everybody? Spaceballs here. Welcome back to another Summoners War 2 video. Alright everyone, today we're going to talk about Jeanne. She's been absolutely amazing for me. Now I know that she's been the new meta for about 4 or 5 days now. I didn't want to jump on board with it. I was so happy using my Lapis and Beretta combo. And I'm still using the same team, I just switched to formation. Because having Jeanne in the backline is disgustingly OP. You won't really notice how good she is until you get to 3400 cups. So last night on Twitch, I was doing this event, which I recommend you all start doing. I normally do arena, but because of this event, I've been doing regular arena, which is dual mode, to finish this event as quick as possible. We still have 10 days, but you definitely want to get on this. Do your dual modes before you do your arena mode. At the end of the day, a free legendary is a free legendary. You're getting 7 mystic books, 500 crystals, and 2,000 mana stones. Definitely worth it in my opinion. But until I really started pushing my trophies up, I never realized how good Jeanne is in the backline. I mean, I realized that I guess I just didn't want to get on board with it. I just liked her in the front. I always thought Jeanne was more of a frontline tank. But looking at Jeanne here and looking at her kit, we can see why she would do so well in the backline. We have a stun, and then we have recovers HP of the ally with the lowest HP by 25%. That right there gives her such solo potential. Just like your Camoons, your Lapises, and all those other great units that have that solo potential. I think Jeanne stands on top of most of them, to be quite honest. And once I put her in my backline from the front line, I've noticed a huge difference in my team. We went 10-0 last night on Twitch just by me switching my formation and putting Jeanne in the back line. And to be honest, that heal is really important because if you wanted to solo things at the end and she missed the stun, getting that extra heal will come in clutch most of the time. At least that's what I've noticed so far. Now pulling out my new formation here, it is the same exact team that I've been using in dual mode. The only thing I changed was the positioning around. So I moved Lapis from slot 8 to slot 5. I moved Pony from slot 6 to slot 4. I put Soha in slot 6 here. And then I put Perna in slot 3. So if you're doing these battles and you notice you're having some issues, try to switch the formation around. Maybe that will help you. It definitely helped me. Now I decided to put Beretta on 7 and Soha on 6. And this is because Soha also has solo potential. Same thing with Lapis. Now Beretta does not really have solo potential. But the thing with Beretta is, I have his purple gemstone. He puts up 3-second dots or 3-turn dots. I love using him because I can bait out the cleansers, the Wusas, and then I can strip with Soha. Or if he only has a pony, I can bait with Beretta, have him use his cleanse, then I can spam with Perna and Beretta again. It's just something that works for me. I know Beretta is the current meta and a lot of people are using him. I try to take him out of my team. I just really enjoy him. It's not that I want to be a part of the Beretta meta or anything like that. I just really like using Beretta and I really like what he brings to the table or brings to the team. So I decided to keep him on the team for now. Refreshing Beretta and Perna is super OP in this game. You guys already know that. If you can get up 2 turns of Beretta or 2 turns of Perna, or one of each followed by the other one, you are going to do massive damage to your opponent. So for me, it just works really well. I decided to keep Lapis on the team, and she does really good on slot 5. Now, I know a lot of people like to put her on slot 8 for that solo potential, but to be honest, my Lapis will still solo things in that slot 5. In my opinion, it just made my team that much stronger because now I get a second solo option in Jeanne, and actually a third because Soha has soloed so many things for me as well. She's a direct counter to Lapis because she'll strip the shield if she actually lands her strip. So with all that being said, this team allowed me to go up almost 400 cups. I wasn't hard stuck, but I was stuck between 3,200 and 3,300. Not that I was stuck, but I was winning 2, losing 1, and it was just going back and forth. And the second I put Jeanne in the back line, I was able to push those cups up a tremendous amount, almost 430 in one night. And the last 2 matches, I totally threw them. So if I didn't throw those 2 matches at the end, I'd be closer to 3,700, but no big deal. I'm not really worried about pushing my cups. I do want to get to 4,000 before the end of the season. This way I can get my other legendary, but other than that, I'm not really worried about pushing my cups. The only reason I'm really even doing this right now is to finish the event. And once the event is over, I'll go back to just farming my glory medals and then doing my arena on a normal basis. So let's get to some gameplay here so you guys can see Jeanne in action. I guess we can say here Jeanne is taking the new meta slot. Lapis was the complete meta when the game first came out because of all the Beretta combos. She was just a direct counter to it. But a lot of people are getting creative with the Lapis in the slot 8, so a lot of people have counters to it, or they bring a counter to Lapis and Beretta. Jeanne is a little bit harder to counter because of the stun heal. There's no direct answer to her. Yes, you can use stuff like Kali or Sophia that does massive single target damage, but it's not exactly a direct counter, and you don't know what the end result's going to be when you have your Jeanne versus a Kali or a Sophia, because they're super squishy. Jeanne can heal, and she can stun, and comes in clutch almost all of the time. So let's get into a battle here and see if we can't get Jeanne to solo something. I'm telling you guys, last night on Twitch, she sold like 10 times in a row. It was unbelievable. I tried to sync up a match before this and my game crashed. It's been doing that a lot lately. I hope they fix this. They're saying it's because of blue stacks, but it constantly keeps crashing. Now let's see if I can pay attention here and do this battle, get a win, and talk to you guys at the same time. I'm an epic fail as it is, so trying to do all these things at once is not as easy as it looks. So we got the burn up. That's a perfect start. We're going to refresh with the Garuda into the burn again, and hopefully Beretta pops up soon here. I don't see him in my line. Hopefully he comes after Perna. Nope, Jeanne is next. Let's put up another burn here and hope that he doesn't have a transfer. The only thing I get nervous of with putting up a lot of burns and dots is that they're going to use a transfer. And then I end up eating all of these burns and dots, and it's not good for my team at all. So we got Beretta up finally. We're going to use him, and then we're going to go straight into the spoil after that, which is going to force him to use his Meekin. His Meekin is resisting everything, which is not good. I thought he was going to use Meekin there. That's why I was holding the spoil. He didn't, so that's fine. Now he put up these debuffs. Let's cleanse this. Normally I wouldn't cleanse there because these debuffs aren't doing any damage to us, but I want to get rid of the block buffs and all that good stuff. Now we're looking really good here. Let's use Lapis. That's why I like using Lapis and Jeanne on the same team, because we have two units that can potentially solo them. And he's using Kamoon, which has the ability to solo as well. So Jeanne with the stun, clutch. Let's transfer this defense break because he's getting a lot of extra damage, which is giving him more heal. Now he's going to hit Lapis. That's fine. He's going to transfer. Let's try to stun the Harpy again. Perfect. We actually killed the Harpy. That's even better. And now we can just counter stun with Jeanne, which is beautiful. As long as she lands her stun here, we are good to go. We have nothing to worry about. Every time he goes, we'll just keep using Jeanne. I probably shouldn't have done that there. I was trying to get the invincibility up before he went. I thought we had more time, but we didn't. So now we're just going to counter stun, and Jeanne is going to solo this one out beautifully as long as she lands her stun, which she normally does. She's good like that. I have her in an HP set. I was noticing last night she was missing the stun sometimes. Not too much, otherwise I would just throw her on an accuracy set, a focus set, like I did with my Soha. My Soha was missing so many strip buffs that I put her in an accuracy set. She's still missing, but not nearly as much as she was before. Take note there that stuff like the accuracy set really comes in handy because that is an extra 30% accuracy, and that could be game-changing in a way and can be the deciding factor if you're going to get the strip or not. So that went perfectly. Showcase Jeanne wonderfully. Let's do another one here and see if we can't get an even closer one, because we had so many nail biters last night. It was insane. Matches I would have never won if my Jeanne wasn't in the backline. If my Lapis was there instead of my Jeanne, we would have lost probably every single one of them, because Jeanne's stun is one of a kind when it comes to soloing these units like Kamoon, Lapis, and all that other great stuff. So I definitely think Jeanne is taking the current meta slot in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about Jeanne if you're using her in your backline. I feel like everybody started putting Jeanne in the backline where she belongs. When the game came out, I feel like everybody thought she was more of a tank, support healer. She should be in the front line. And as the game went on, I think people really started to realize how strong Jeanne was in the backline instead of the front line. I don't think I would have ever got to 3,600 plus cups without putting Jeanne in my backline, because the more I look back on it and think about it, Jeanne has probably won me almost 40 of my last fights with her stun heal combo. And I'm not saying that Lapis isn't just as good as Jeanne in that backline or in that slot 8. It's just that so many people countering the Lapis combo now because everybody's just ready for it. Jeanne is not something you could just bring a direct counter to like you can with Lapis. For example, Soha directly counters Lapis. Jeanne is not that easy. Yes, again, you can have single target damage. You can have something like a Hua or something to snipe it, but it's not as stable as using a Jeanne. All right, let me pay attention here and let's get up some dots. We got 2 burns up. This happens to me all the time. I get to talking, I don't pay attention to the fight, and then I make stupid mistakes. So let's use Jeanne here, get some heals up. And that's another good thing with Jeanne. You could just throw some hits in there and get some heals on your frontline tank, your Garuda, your Perna, whatever you have in your frontline. She is also really good for those clutch heals if you don't have anything else to play at the time. Okay, we're looking good here. His Lapis has a full shield. Maybe we should steal that. No, the shield is gone now. Let's do a burn again while we can. He's got a Lucia and Lapis in the back. That is a really good combo. I think people are starting to pair stuff with Lapis because they know that everybody's bringing Soha, so they try to bring a direct counter to that as well. So this way, if Lapis gets stripped, Lucia can just keep healing her, and then she'll keep dishing out that massive damage. Now he's going to hit us with Lapis, and she's going to do huge damage to us. Nothing too crazy. Let's strip the shield. This is why I love having Soha paired with the rest of my team here in that back line. So Lucia went with the heal, cleanse the burn, that's fine. Let's do a Lapis here in hopes that we can get a little bit more shields, or double shield, I should say. Here comes the doggo. Didn't break the shield, great. We're going to try to use Beretta here. Let's put this up so she doesn't touch our Beretta. Get that invincibility. We're still looking really good here. Let's do this, try to stun the doggo. Oh no, we're actually hitting Colleen, that's fine. Dog's going to do some damage. At least Colleen's almost done now. I really want to use Beretta. Okay, so we got Beretta, perfect. Get up that last set of dots. We are looking really good here. This was more of a Soha and Beretta solo, but you can see how good Jeanne is doing in the backline with those clutch heals and just being that awesome support there. Clutch stuns. You almost feel more comfortable having her in the backline than having her in the front line, because you see that we are pushing up our cups fine now. I do lose every now and then. Everybody's going to. It's really hard to get flawless victories in this game. Not everybody is like my man Mega Shield. So I think we're going to leave it at that. I think you guys understand that Jeanne is definitely turning into the new meta. And I'm not saying Lapis and all those other units aren't meta. You could really make anything you want meta, to be honest. It really just depends on where your cups are. I've noticed as I go through the ranks, for example, 3,000 to 3,200 was a different meta than 3,200 to 3,400. And the same thing from 34 to 36. So I feel like as you climb the ranks, you're going to see different metas or people using different stuff, which is going to make you change what you're using. And I think Jeanne is really clutch between that 34 and 4,000 mark. I honestly think that she's going to carry me to 4,000 cups. We are going to try to do that tonight on Twitch. So once again, if you want to follow me on Twitch and Discord, those are always linked down below. We do 2 monthly giveaways on Discord, random giveaways on Twitch. Thank you guys so much for the support here on YouTube. We blew way past 3,000 subs. So we are going to start another sub celebration this week. I truly do love each and every single one of you. I will see you in the next one. Spaceballs out. Peace.